Welcome to Truman's Town Hall with your host, Matt Truman.
Hello. This is Matt Truman. Thank you for downloading this episode. Thank you for sharing with a friend. Today on the podcast, I am testing our live capabilities. And while I do that, why not listen to Ted Nugent? I love Ted Nugent. Ted Nugent is one of the great rock and roll stars, and he does some killer live Facebook Lives. So I'm gonna turn it over to, it's like 40 minutes, and it's pretty cool. So while we test this out, I'm going to put out the latest, I think it was like 3 days ago, Ted Nugent Live. It is crazy. There is language in this, so I warn you ahead of time, but it's not me. I try not to be I try not to throw out the guile for everyone. Anyway, we're going to try this live thing out, and we may do more live podcast in the future. But anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Ted Nugent live on Facebook.
Look at that right there, would you? Look at that right there, would you? Hope this is the right system here, according to those little blue boogers and Sadie Lady Love. Hi, Sadie Lady. Hi, Happy Jack, man. Good boy. Tail wag. Happy's happy. Sadie's happy. Coco's happy. I'll turn on some lights here. And let me sing a little song for y'all. Welcome to Ted Nugent's Spirit Campfire, where everybody loves the American campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name? Everybody loves the American campfire. Go ahead and fan the flames. We'll gather around, children, the party is on. Family and friends are here. Hey! My dad and Uncle John at the historic Northern Michigan cabin. Great men. Little bow and arrow buck, a little rifle button buck, a pissed off pork chop with a bow and arrow, a beautiful 270 buck, a beautiful bow and arrow buck, and a beautiful buck by Toby last year. God, what an accomplishment. Toby and Felix right there, dragging in the beast. And there's some children. And there's a bow and arrow buck, and there's a bow and arrow buck. And there's a beautiful piece of artwork from the Alaska Bow Hunters organization that was given to me. But everybody loves the American campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name? Hey! Everybody loves the American campfire. Go ahead and fan the flames. We'll gather round, children, the party is on. Family and friends are here. Hey! Pull up a stump, set yourself down. I'd like to buy you all a beer, because everybody loves the American campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name? Hey! Everybody loves the hell's that? Get that pillow. Campfire. Go ahead and fan the flame. Look at that. Uncle Ted in a rocking chair by the fireplace up north. Now, I just got back on this anti-social media thing. Actually, I turned it into a social media. You feel the flames? Well, it's a long way to kingdom come, but I think we finally arrived. Life, liberty, and rock and roll. I never felt so alive, 'cause everybody loves the American campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name? Hey! Everybody loves the American campfire. Go ahead and fan the flames. That's a song. I think that's the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire official song. This is officially. There's a Verner's thermostat up there, the thermometer. Verner's Ginger Ale down on Woodward Avenue, 1952. Anyhow, my name is Ted Nugent, and this is the Spirit Campfire, because everything I do has mucho spirit, maximum gonzo, double live gonzo spirit wild. And I've been off the Facebookie, the Zucky Bookie, I've been off the Zuckfuck for the last about 5 days because they don't like truth, logic, and common sense over that big tech Timothy Leary party. I don't know what they got going, but they're gobbling spoonfuls of something that makes me go really stupid and pretend they're fact-checking. It's a long, long way to kingdom come, but I think we have finally arrived. Life, liberty, and rock and roll. I never felt so alive, because everybody loves the American campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name? Hi! Everybody loves the American campfire. Go ahead and fan the flames. You know, as Americans, God wanted us to be independent, rugged, self-sufficient, autonomous, declare our independence, have God-given rights written down in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, just in case some prick wanted to play king or emperor someday. Because you know what we do to kings and emperors? You Pearl Harbor me, and we Nagasaki you. Okay, you come to Concord Bridge to take our guns. Come and take it. Wait, Coco. Come and take it. Boy, the kids are tired. Look how tired the kids are. Say, lady. Happy, completely worn out. I, on the other hand, am not completely worn out. I'm cocked, locked, and ready to rock the fire Glock around the clock, Dr. Spock. Around the clock. So, the American dream is about declaring independence, being taken care of yourself, being in charge, being the ultimate individual authority for good over evil, right over wrong, as outlined in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Ten Commandments, the Golden Rule, Declaration of Independence, the man in the arena work ethic where we are an asset to our family. You know, if you bust your ass, and I know you bust your ass, if you're at the Ted Nugent campfire, it's the spirit campfire. I know you bust your ass. We give the world the best we got, huh? And often we get kicked in the teeth, but you know what we do? We give the world the best we got anyway. Because everybody loves the American campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name? And I just wiped all the blood, the perfection of life's blood off my hands. And Troy Sandy and Troy Sandy Jr. are at the buck pole right now. Tonight it is a doe pole because Troy Sandy unleashed the mystical flight of the crossbow bolt right through the shoulder and disconnecting the Royal Life-Giving pump station of a big northern Michigan forest donkey. And he's cleaning that girl out right now for the ultimate table fare, the ultimate diet, the ultimate source of natural, organic, field-to-table protein. See, hunting. I'm hunting. It's October, 25 today? Holy guacamole. Coco, look how beautiful my Coco Mocha. Coco. Coco is my girlfriend. She is beautiful. A big thank you to my sister, Kathy. We got some meatloaf in the oven right now. The campfire. Uncle Ted's firebrand. Thank you, Kathy. I love you madly. Last night, we had the most wonderful chicken and mashed potatoes and noodles with broccoli and cauliflower and carrots and celery. It's a great concoction my mother came up with. God bless my mother. We're going to do a whole spirit campfire about Ma Nuge. What a great woman. What a source of unending humor and positive spirit and piss and vinegar. Wow. So, Kathy, thank you. I love you. And tonight we got the meatloaf in the oven, some leftovers from a terrific midday brunch. And Troy are still out there. They must be working on that girl. Made a perfect shot up in the big northern woods. I bought this place, I think, 1974, right after Sasha was born. Sasha, I love you. Toby, I love you. Rocco, I love you. Fleetwood, Louisa, Heather, Chantal, I love you all. I love you all, and I love your team. Did I say Heather? Heather, I love you. Chantal, Louisa, Fleetwood, Sasha, Toby, Rocco, and Shemaine. There are no words to describe my affection for you. And you know what? I'm pretty good with the English language. In fact, I'm damn good, huh? Nobody ever goes, geez, I wonder what Nugent meant, unless they're part of the Timothy Leary scooping LSD into their mouth party. Boy, the critics and the fact checkers, are they just a weird subspecies of some strange varmint? Wow, what a bunch of dishonest, hate-filled, nasty dirtbags, huh? As described by the Democrat Party and the media and big tech and academia and Hollywood. That's probably why I got shut off, because they fact-check me. We're not dirtbags. We need to cancel Nugent because he says our fact-checking is false. Your fact-checking is false. You check evidence that is irrefutable, ubiquitous, and universally understood. You go, well, that isn't true. You know what? If the government says something, you know what the truth is? Just the opposite. Well, the border's secure. Afghan departure went well. Energy independence is bad. Wind farms are good. The Green New Deal is about a better environment. Lies, lies, and more lies. But you're at the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. Ain't no lies here, Eliza. Oh, we do have a celebration. By the way, this is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire in our northern knotty pine log home. What a lucky son of a bitch I am. But you know what? If you work your ass raw, luck will come your way. I'm going to turn the oven down. I cook. I cook, therefore I am. What is that noise? Did I just blow something up? Anyhow, this is the Spirit Campfire. It's an intimate campfire. Don't you feel an intimacy with me? I'm out on the porch now. I don't know what the Troy Sandy team is doing out there, but they are gone with the wind. So I am going to tell you, well, I'll take the whole damn box. I got some stuff for Brennan. By the way, Brennan, my nephew, Brennan, you rock. He is a great conservationist, sporter, and fisherman and hunter, and a hard-working guy. And I got a box of goodies for you, Brennan. I got some ammo. Got some ammo for you. Got some gut and gloves. Barack. And I've got, come and take it. Come and take, they're autographed. Barack. Autographed come and take it hats. And autographed, I will not comply. You know why? Barack, I will not comply. Are you having a good time with me? Just think if I got drunk, I'd get really silly. But I can be plenty silly without getting drunk because I'm high on life. I'm high on the samurai spirit of super-duper excellence. And I'm high on the American campfire. I hope you're having a good time. I hope I stimulate you. I hope you are reinvigorated when Uncle Ted fans the flames. Look at that. They have fire. You know, I make a good fire, huh? I'm like a fire dog. I'm like an A10 warthog of campfires. So anyhow, come and take it. The song, my new record, holy son of a bitch. Jason Hartless, you're an animal. I love you. Oh, there he is. There's Sandy Jr.
How's it going?
All right. He's at the campfire. You feel the campfire, Junior?
Fuck yes.
Tell me about it.
It's unfucking believable at Ted's camp here. I can't thank you enough for having us, to have my dad put a nice dough down tonight. This place is a hunting paradise, and I could live here. So, all you shit kickers, listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. And this Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire is brought to you by the Come and Take It autographed hat and the I Will Not Comply hat, which I autographed. You can get these now at a super stupid discount. Go to tednugent.com and type in the code HUNT21. HUNT21. And you get the autograph, I Will Not Comply, because I know when you're given an immoral command or an anti-constitutional oath-violating order by a corrupt criminal government, here's what you tell them. I will not comply. We do not follow oath-violating orders or immoral commands. I Will Not Comply hat, autographed, and Come and Take It hat to go with the song. By the way, I was saying Jason Hartless, greatest drummer in the world. Greg Smith, greatest bass slamming funk brother, fire-breathing A10 warthog of groove. Here's how that got a nice fire going. It was dead when I come in.
Was it?
I fanned the flames.
Well, you're the best thing.
I went down there and I threatened it. I said, burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. It didn't work last time. Anyhow, this is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire brought to you by tednugent.com. Type in the code HUNT21 and get a great discount on these hats. They're available right now. I sign them. I go to the sweatshop and I sign hats until I about throw up. Just for you. Also, the incredible Ted Nugent Challenge coin. Those are available right now. These are all backwards because I suppose I could turn it around and do it like this. As a Ted Nugent Challenge coin. You can get those at tednugent.com. Type in the code HUNT21. And it's like good luck. It's like super mojo, voodoo, positive spirit, dirty dog right there. Ted Nugent Challenge coin at tednugent.com. Type in the code HUNT21. So there's the killer right there. So tell me about this. Did I put you in a great stand or what?
Couldn't be any better, buddy. That was amazing. What a hunt. What a night.
So I was asking, you killed a lot of deer in southern Michigan, but you said it's been a long time since you killed a northern deer?
Yeah, probably 15, 18 years, somewhere in there.
So in the old days, whenever deer season was coming up, you'd go north. Up north. I'm going up north. You guys going up north? Yeah, we're going deer hunting up north. But now there's better hunting down south Michigan, right?
There's good hunting really everywhere, but the bigger bucks are definitely down south.
But here at the Nugent Paradise, it doesn't even matter about the deer. It's about spirit.
Spirit and the hunt. It was an incredible evening.
And Kathy's cooking.
And Kathy's cooking.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, God. We really appreciate it.
And thank Brennan, too. He put up a bunch of good stands.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Down in the woods, guys. Great time of year.
There's Coco. She's tired. There's Happy. He's tired. There's Sadie Lady. She's tired. They're going to sleep with Dad in the night. So this is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name? Look at that fire. Do you feel it? Do you feel like you're at the Nugent intimate inner circle, spirit roustabout? Well, this campfire is also brought to you by, like I said, tednugent.com. Type in the code HUNT21 for the greatest gifts you could give anybody. tednugent.com. The code is HUNT21. But this is also brought to you because truth, logic, and common sense, it's not universal anymore, but it's widespread. And it is celebrated by all the conscientious, caring, honest, working hard, playing hard Americans out there. Truth, logic, common sense, goodwill, decency, positive energy, positive spirit, positive attitude. I know that's what you've got here at the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. And if every once in a while some guy comes out, yeah, coward. The hell does courage have to do with working hard? You bunch of dirtbags. Dumb people are so entertaining, but we hope you stop being dumb, because if you're smart and honest and conscientious and you have goodwill and positive energy and spirit and attitude, you'll be much happier instead of just hating all the good people that are at the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. By the way, thank you, all you good people at the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. I can't believe I got on, because I've been shucked off the anti-social media zuckfuck lately. He's probably going to ban me again. What's his name? What's his first name? Jimmy Zuckerberg? What is his first name? Mark. Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy! Hey, Jimmy, it's going to be all right. Hey, Jimmy Zuck. You dumb Zuck. Hey, listen, Jim. And listen, Marky. Take a deep breath and relax. You're not anywhere near as smart as you think you are. In fact, when you try to look smart, you really look stupid. Just take a deep breath and just be kind. Why don't you go, if you really wanted to be kind and honest and friendly and positive to the world around you, that you have us by the economic scrotum. And we're glad you have us by the economic scrotum. You're an ingenious guy. This thing I have in my phone is really a brilliant invention. This thing I have in my phone. This thing I have in my hands. The thing that's in my phone, with that thing, some Chinese virus. Wuhan. There are no campfires like this.
There's nothing better.
Wuhan. But you know what? The fact that some punks can control your life through this apparatus. They know your personal information, your medical history information, your legal information, your family. How dare another human being even seek that? So all you big tech guys that intentionally think you control all the personal information of good Americans, fuck you, you prick. You're bad people. You're just bad people. The people that work hard and want their autonomy and their privacy, those are good people. People that probe into other people's privacy, those are bad people. And you know who the bad people are controlled by? The communist Chinese. Joe Biden. Hunt fuck Biden. This guy who thinks he's the commander-in-chief can't even raise a decent son. Think of it. Think of the pure rot that has the controls of our country. So go and hammer like an American shit kicker your mayor, your senator, your congressman, your governor's office. They won't answer the phone, but be relentless. Drive them nuts with your family name, going, we don't believe in defunding the police. We believe in locking up rapists forever. We don't want repeat offenders. We prefer dead offenders. Well, that's outrageous. No, compared to releasing murderers and rapists to do it again, what I do is almost like Michael the Archangel compared to Satan. So if you're not raising hell with your elected employees, Nancy Pelosi would like to say thank you for bending over while they ram it. That's really what's going on. Worse than Marxism, worse than liberalism, worse than Democrats, apathy. American shit kickers who know good over evil, who know truth over lies, and don't fan the flames. The job of an American is to be in charge of our government. The Constitution is about our rights. The Constitution is about limiting the government. Right now, unlimited, out of control, treasonous, treacherous, evil, dishonest, criminal. That describes our government. Uncle Sam, instead of being proud of Uncle Sam's the enemy of America. Well, that's outrageous. It's who can't see this? Who else but an evil, corrupt government would import thousands of Afghanistans, unknown, many of them jihadists, who want to decapitate infidels, you and me, anybody that doesn't bend over at their voodoo altar. And our government, this freak, this prick in the White House, is importing them into America on military planes, C-17s, full of unknown men in, like, women's pajamas. I mean, let's just examine them for hygiene. I mean, what do they want to be, Michael Moore when they grow up? Really? Wipe your ass with your hand? Take a shower once in a while? You want to be Michael Moore when you grow up? It drives him nuts when I talk like that. Michael Moore. You know, if you really want to know what evil is, call 1-800-NUMBNUT, and Michael Moore will answer and try to convince you that personal hygiene is totally unnecessary. It's a waste of soap. You know, one time, Michael Moore passed out at the Detroit airport, and by the time they revived him, there was like mold growing in the slabs between his blubber. And they tried to clean him. Mike went, no, I like it. Leave it there. I like it. It smells better than what I smelled a minute ago. And then he ran down the hallway and wiped his ass with his hand. He goes, I want to be the Taliban when I grow up. Just think if I got drunk or high. I'd just attack you people or something. This is fun outrage. It's fun. There used to be this thing called comedy, but now people's feelings get hurt, so you can't make jokes about me. Oh, shut the This is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire, where anything goes. There's a stream of consciousness. It's like the samurai of intellectual adventure and humor adventure and Spirit adventure. See my fire? Everybody loves the American campfire. Don't you hear it call on your name? Hey! Everybody loves the American campfire. Go ahead and fan the flames. Come on! The fires of freedom burn into the night. The spirit is alive and well. Party like an animal and live it up. And everybody raise some hell. 'Cause everybody loves the American campfire. That's a great lyric. The fires of freedom burn into the night. The spirit is alive and well. Party like an animal and live it up. And everybody raise some hell. 'Cause everybody loves the American campfire. And don't you hear that call on your name? Hey! Everybody loves the American campfire. Wait a minute, I got something in my nose. I think it's Mike's. Mike, is this yours? By the way, Michael Moore is a dirtbag. And Mike Tyson is kind of a unique. I like Mike Tyson. This is a plea to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, are you watching? I know he loves me. Mike, I'd like to give you $100 per slug if you would go with me to negotiate with some bureaucrats. And when they say something really stupid, I'm going to go, Mike, punch that son of a bitch in the bridge of his nose. Here's $100. Knock him out. That's how we should get new regulations created and get rid of old ones. And when some bureaucrat goes, well, you can't relocate apples because I know when the deer eat the apples over there, it's okay. There's nothing. It's perfectly natural. But when you relocate them, it causes like diseases. Hey, Mike, give them one in the throat. You bureaucrats, what the hell happened to you people? So I was raising hell about the Ted Nugent Detroit muscle. I am a Detroit muscle. I'm like a muscle head. Ted Nugent, Detroit muscle, killer music. Everybody loves the American campfire. Come and take it. All the love songs on Ted Nugent, Detroit muscle, Jason Hartless, world's greatest grind drum throttle master. Greg Smith, an absolute T-Rex A10 warthog of poundation. He has more poundation per nation than any place on earth. I don't have to interpret that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people are going, what's he mean? Well, it's foundation. Shut the... It's poundation, man. More poundation per nation. It's the poundation nation. It's the throttle zone. It's where I crank. Crank you very much. So Greg Smith, Jason Hartless, Michael Lutz, the Brownsville station, Smoking in the Boys' Room. He wrote that song. And then the Motley guys made him a lot of money. And Andy and Tim Paddlin and Doug Banker and Linda, God bless all of you. And the new record company, Pavement Records, they love the new songs. The new songs. Ted Nugent, Detroit Muscle. I think Come and Take It comes out in another week. I don't know how they release it. It's coming out in suppository form. So if you know some large paroled animals, have them take a ramrod and slam it up your ass, then just come and take it. What the hell happened there? Report a problem? There's no problem. Shake phone to report a problem. I'm not reporting a problem. What kind of technology is that? I play a big beat and the phone has a hernia? Anyhow, this is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. We're up north. Troy shot a beautiful she-deer tonight, a big old forest donkey in the northern sacred woods of Michigan. Happy hunting to everybody out there all across America, because hunting, fishing, trapping is perfect conservation, the wisest, most reverential use of God's renewable creations. They're delicious. They're organic, field to table. Somebody on Facebook today went, I love where you are, Ted, but I can't believe you would kill an animal. Well, how the hell do you get barbecue, you dipshit? How about kill an animal? What? What? Huh? There still are some people that are just dumber than a sun-baked turd. A little wind comes up and the white crust blows off. And that's their brain. Sun-baked turd. So, Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire brought to you by Mike Lindell's MyPillow.com. I'm serious. Look, there's Sadie is on the MyPillow dog beds. Look how she loves it. Look at that, Miss America. My Pillow dog beds are the best dog beds on planet Earth. The pillows are awesome. Plus, every time you buy something from Mike Lindell from mypillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT. Every time you buy something from mypillow.com and from tednugent.com, Nancy Pelosi's G-forces looks like she's in a wind tunnel. Like she's sitting in my Mopar, my Hellcat. And she goes, I can't take it. Because it's truth. You can't take truth. Anything good hurts her. So buy a bunch of stuff from Mike Lindell's mypillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT, and it'll cause Nancy much angst, much pain and suffering, because she hates when good people succeed. And go to tednugent.com, type in the code HUNT21. And I'm going to tell you once again, see, we got the Dublin store up north here. Certainly Kathy and Brennan have been amazing. Jim Fela over at Peacock Unlimited, a great ATV dealer. Rich Martin, sheriff of Lake County down in Baldwin, a big salute to all of you. Bruce Austin. He thinks he's a Democrat. That's not a Democrat because you work hard. Democrats don't work hard. So, Bruce, thank you for prepping my sacred cabin and getting the firewood so I can have a spirit campfire. Bruce Austin, thank you very much. My son Toby, my Shemaine, everybody. Jim Knapp, thank you, Jim Knapp. Powers Clothing in Jonesville, Michigan. Thank you for Dave and Jim and everybody at Powers. What's the gal's name? Marcy? Yeah. I think it's Marcy. How do I remember all these names? Dave and Jim and Marcy. And Frank Beck Chevrolet in Hillsdale with the Sandy twins. And what's the name of your...
Sandy's American Auto Detailing and Barn Sales.
Say it again.
Sandy's American Auto Detailing and Barn Sales in Hillsdale.
In Hillsdale, Michigan. Yep. And you also do the ultimate detailing of vehicles.
We do.
Yeah, the best. I mean, I hang out with nothing but the best. My sister Kathy went, your friends sure are nice. That's why they're my friends. I don't have any dirt bags. Dirt bags, when I enter an area where there's dirt bags, they part like the Red Sea before Moses. They go, Nugent's coming. We got to get the hell out of here. He's really a good guy, and we're dirt bags. We should leave the area. Beautiful. God gave me a gift. And God gave you a gift. Me. All right. The Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire also wants to salute Max Motors in the Heartland. Mark Mueller, this guy, he literally gives away rifles when you buy a vehicle. I don't know if he still does it, but he stands up for, just like Frank Beck Chevy in Hillsdale, God, family, law and order, the Second Amendment, the First Amendment. When you find a place that stands up for the Second Amendment, go there and support those organizations. Frank Beck Chevy in Hillsdale, Max Motors over in Kansas City, Powers Clothing in Jonesville, Brigham Hardware in Concord, M60 Grill on Highway 60 in Concord. Good stuff. Ken, I hang out with the best people. Oh, and we're just north of Jay's Sporting Goods in Clare, Michigan. I think they have Clare and Gaylord, huh? And then Brian Shootback's Sporting Goods in Jackson, Michigan. These are shit-kicker mom-and-pop entrepreneur working dogs. Bruce Collett, South Dakota, Yankton, South Dakota, Dakota Archery and Sports. George Britton down in Tarpon Springs, Florida. They're just friends. We got to support shit-kickers who bust their ass to provide great services and great products and great quality of life. George Britton, you're a good man. And who else? All my sponsors on Spirit of the Wild. Thank you for making Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild over 500 episodes for over 30 years. I know you watch to see Shemaine. That's why I watch. I get to watch her film it, and then I thank her very much. She gets residuals. So we're up north. That meatloaf is in there. Kathy, your meatloaf is heating up. So thank you, everybody. I touch base on a lot of tangents. I'm a specialist in tangent. If you look up tangent, you'll see my middle finger's on fire with a shit-eating grin on my face because I live truth, logic, common sense, goodwill, decency, positive energy, positive spirit, positive attitude, piss and vinegar in the asset column of hardworking Americans. I salute you all. I'm probably forgetting a whole bunch of great mom-and-pop businesses. Oh, great charity. FullCircleProgram.com. Please go to FullCircleProgram.com. young Americans, saving young Americans from the invasion of fentanyl as orchestrated by Joe Biden. And I'm not going to comment right now on what's the dirtbag that shot the guy with the prop gun? Alec Baldwin. We don't know the details, but until we know the details, all I want to say is I know Alec Baldwin was just a nasty, nasty man. He would attack the good families of the NRA that did nothing wrong and blame us when there's a school shooting. So we know he's a liar and his brain is fried and he's just a prick. But you know what we're going to do for the brain-fried, nasty, rotten prick? We're going to pray for him until we find out the details of that terrible accident, if it was an accident. Because, you know, if you point a gun at something and you blow that thing up, it's not an accident. That's negligence. So as big of a prick as Alec Baldwin is, we're actually praying for the prick because I know he's hurting. Nobody wants to kill anybody in an unnecessary moment like that. When I did the Miami Vice episode, number 2 of all times, number 2 right behind the first one, and then they got worse after that. They should have kept me going. I had a prop gun that happened to be the exact replica of the Taurus brushed nickel 9mm that I carried at the time. So when I went to perform on Miami Vice back in 84, 85, Little Miss Dangerous time, I made sure I disassembled my Taurus and separated the spring and the slide and the frame and the barrel, and I separated everything so there was no possibility whatsoever that someone would mistake my real brushed nickel 9mm with the prop brushed nickel 9mm. And even when I shot Don Johnson in the shootout, I made sure I wasn't pointing it at him. I cannot point a gun at anything I'm not willing to destroy. So I can't wait to find out what happens. But because he's a liberal prick, and the media is controlled by liberal pricks, and all the so-called justice in America is controlled by liberal pricks, for the most part. Only the guilty need to feel guilty, because there's some really good judges and good lawyers and good attorney generals out there. I think 9 total. But since the so-called court systems of America is basically run by a gang of pricks, they'll probably cover for the Alec prick. And we'll probably never find out what happened, just like everything with Hunter Biden. You know, the son of the communist gang. Oh, my God. I'm going to get back to the spirit campfire. I'm going to put another log on there. But thank you for supporting this. I'm glad I got through to you tonight because I've been shimmied off the anti-social media the last few days. But we are in heaven. We're going to have some Kathy Nugent meatloaf, mashed potatoes, broccoli, and cauliflower. And we're going to continue the hunt. We got a big doe hanging. We're going to go out tomorrow morning and hunt. And I'm going to keep going right up until March 1st. I hunt every day till March 1st. And then I start over again, start hunting turkeys. It's a beautiful life. It's the American dream. It's called the Spirit of the Wild. This is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. So please go to tednugent.com, type in the code HUNT21, and buy gifts for everybody. You really think should anyone else work? I can't. Spirit Campfire pep talk. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. They'll blame the gun. Yeah, probably. Liberal prick T-shirts. I'm like the A-10 warthog for liberal pricks. You know, the A-10 warthog is a tank killer. I'm a prick destroyer. All right. God bless you all in the asset column. God, family, country, Constitution, Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, that Herculean work ethic, man in the arena. We bust our ass, we stumble, but we get right back up. Law and order, the heroes of the military and heroes of law enforcement, we salute you for providing safe neighborhoods and safe streets, because freedom is not free. But here's just a reminder from the guitar player who you work for. If you're given an immoral, illegal order or command that would force you to violate your constitutional oath, arrest the prick who gives it to you. If any law enforcement authority or military authority, General Milley, you prick. What a prick. What a traitor. Well, the biggest threat in America is white supremacy. Really, show me one. Show me where they've done it. They're dirtbags. They're inconsequential. Because we know all those black kids in Chicago this year were killed by white supremacists. Not one. General Milley is a lying traitor, a dangerous man. And if he gives you heroes of the military an immoral, illegal, oath-violating command, work on getting him arrested for treason. That's what's missing. When we see people in authority abuse that authority and violate their oath to the Constitution, that's violating their oath to we the people, because they work for we the people. We don't work for them, they work for us. What a tragedy. Hammer your mayor, your senator, your congressman, and your governor. Talk to your sheriff, your state trooper commander. Let them know how you feel, especially if they dare give an illegal, immoral, oath-violating command. You know, something along the lines of, well, this guy looks dangerous, go get his guns. I don't think so. If in that scenario, you know who would be dangerous? The guy who's coming to take the guy's gun without probable cause. Somebody write it down, probable cause. How about you game wardens out there? You remember the Fourth Amendment? Remember your constitutional oath? You can't just walk onto somebody's property and go, I'd like to see your license. Well, I'd like to see yours. Get off my property. You can't just wander in here. Got to have probable cause. There's a Fourth Amendment. What happened to you guys? Jeez. It's unforgivable. What, do you want to be a Nazi stormtrooper when you grow up? Not in my land. Go to bed at night reading your oath to the Constitution, and then get up the next morning and make sure you don't violate it. Well, that's outrageous. Yeah, I'm an outrageous guy. I'm outrageous. I'm independent. I work hard. I want nothing from anybody. I work so hard that I can help people when they're in need. Not when they're squawking and blowing it and snorting fentanyl. I don't help those people. I help people who come under hard times through no fault of their own, which is about 1% of the pimps, whores, and welfare brats out there sucking blood from hardworking Americans. Oh, that was an outrageous, hateful statement. No, it's not. It's a statement of love. Love for hardworking, able-bodied people who don't rip off their fellow Americans. That's love. See, I love y'all. Do you feel love? I'm like the A-10 warthog of love. All I am is ammo, frame, and fuel. Yes, what a great statement that is. Hi, my name's Ted Nugent. I'm all ammo, frame, and fuel. So everybody loves the American campfire. Go ahead and, don't you hear it calling your name? Everybody loves the American campfire. Go ahead and fan the flames. The fire is dwindling, but my spirit is not. Thank you for your support. And here's how you get America back. Write it down. HunterNation.org. Well, I'm not a hunter. It has nothing to do with hunting, really. We're going to fix all the obscene, arbitrary, capricious, bullshit hunting laws. We got to have your bow in a case in Illinois. What role does a bow case play in managing wildlife? Go to Illinois, that figures. Bunch of dirtbags run that state. Bunch of oath-violating criminal punks. So if you want to fix America and put conservatives in charge, God, family, country, freedom, life, liberty, pursuit of individual happiness, the Ten Commandments, the Golden Rule, law and order. I know that's what makes America the only quality of life on planet Earth. And don't give me Sweden, Miss. I'm from Sweden. I'm from Sweden. I'm very happy. I cannot write a rock and roll song because someone controls me. That's really what's going on. Can't write songs like American shit kickers write in any other country because they haven't got the freedom. They haven't got the piss and vinegar. They're not allowed to have piss and vinegar. God wants us to have piss and vinegar. God wants us to be in charge of our lives, autonomous, independent, rugged individuals, self-sufficient, not crybaby bloodsuckers waiting to suck the last rotten milk out of the tit of these pricks in government. Well, that's some harsh stuff. And it's so true. It's so, it's true. How about any of you liberal punks out there? You want to debate me? I'll debate you anytime, anywhere, anyhow, any place. And in the process, I will eat your family tree and shit toxic sawdust in your face when I'm done grinding your toxic roots. See, even when I get tough, I'm funny as shit. I mean, even when I get really angry, I'm still funnier than hell. Even Michael Moore laughs when I talk about the mold and the flabs of his blubber. Blubber, it's for whales, not people. It's muktuk. People aren't supposed to produce muktuk. You know what muktuk is? Muktuk is what the Inuit on the people up in the Arctic Circle eat. It's whale blubber. Whales and elephant seals have blubber, not people. Well, at least not supposed to. Stand outside Walmart for about 10 minutes, and it's like a pod. It's like muktuk on parade. Swear to God, nobody knows what I'm talking. Muktuk. It's whale blubber that the Inuit natives, they eat to fortify their insulation for the winter. Really, you didn't learn that in school? Of course you didn't. They made sure you didn't because they want you dumb as hell, and they succeeded. Not all of you. You people are smart in spite of the education system, because if you're here with me, you're rocking. So go to fullcircleprogram.com, hunternation.org. Do not write that off. hunternation.org. We got boots on the ground in all 50 states. We're going to fix this country and get it back to God, family, Constitution, Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, work ethic, law and order. Education about reading, writing, and arithmetic so they learn about Muktuk and the Bataan Death March and the Trail of Tears. And how to be the best that you can be. And they should teach them about meniscus so that when you're done playing school football, you might have some left. See? Nobody's got the balls to say stuff like that. All right. I have a T-Rex scrotum stapled to my crotch. And I often spread my legs and let that son of a bitch just swing from coast to coast. I went down to the Smithsonian and I got a freeze-dried T-Rex scrotum. And I got a big old industrial staple gun. I stapled it right to my crotch. And I swing that son of a bitch when I need to. And it even knocks down giant muktuks like Michael Moore. Oh, my God. I have some Pez candies here. You want a Pez candy? Oh, wait, that's not a Pez. That's not Pez. All right. Remington ammo. That's what we're dealing with up here. Actually, we're shooting. You're shooting a Raven crossbow. You're shooting a 10-point crossbow, killer technology. I'm shooting a Matthews bow. And we got a donkey hanging, a forest donkey hanging on the buck pole. And I love all you people. I hope you enjoy this. If you don't enjoy it, you need your head examined. Because if I'm not enjoyable to you, you got problems. Because I'm a funny, funny man. And I deliver truth, logic, and common sense with aplomb. It's A-P-L-O-M-B. Look it up. I try to help. I try to help. And 99% of the people go, you're helping. We love you, Uncle Ted. I feel the love. I'm going to go wallow in the cleavage of God, because God's a woman, and I could get a lap dance, but I'd rather snuggle in the cleavage. All right. I hope all your spirit campfires are roaring, and next time I come through town, there'll be flames coming out of my ass, so bring the damn marshmallows, would you? See you guys. Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. Never over, never out, never bend over. Let Teddy take over. And go to tednugent.com, type in the code HUNT21, and buy a bunch of shit. And go to mypillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT, and buy a bunch of that world-class stuff from Mike Lindell. God bless, Godspeed, happy hunting, and I'll see you here soon if the Zuck Slammers don't zuck me in the butt.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Ted Nugent. I don't know. I thought that would be something interesting to play, to test this live broadcast. I was up late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't sleep much. So I wanted to test the live broadcast, and we tested it. And we used Ted Nugent, one of his live videos. He does not talk like I do. He uses a lot of expletives, so I apologize for that. But I do have a crossbow, a Horton crossbow, ready to take down a big old buck. Hopefully, this hunting season. It's in full gear, and I'm ready to go hunting. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We need to get some meat stocked in the freezer because meat prices are outrageous. Good night. I did look up Ted Nugent talked about the Miami Vice episode. I looked that up. I would play it here, but it doesn't really play well. So I'll share it over on the Truman's Town Hall Facebook page so you folks can check it out. That was interesting. So what are we going to be talking about on maybe the next episode or the episode after that or episodes coming up? We're going to be talking about World War III. I say that and I kind of chuckle because it makes me nervous. World War III. But I have a little clip here since we're live. And we're testing out our live capability. And hopefully it'll work out. Because I would like to do some live shows and get folks involved. I have a face for radio. But we may do some lives. Videos coming soon. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Because I like the idea of just being behind a microphone and talking to folks, but we may do some videos. But there are a lot of different things happening throughout the world. China, if you don't know, they are our greatest adversary right now, right? China is. I believe they are. COVID-19, hello, escape from a lab. Look it up. Anyway, here is a video. Well, it'll be audio for everyone listening. But this is something I saw a couple of days ago, and I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to play it for you. And we're going to talk about China and Taiwan in an episode or two. I don't know. There's a big election happening now, so we may talk with some elected officials running for office. But certainly after that, once the election is over, November 2nd, make sure you get out and vote. But once that is over with, we're going to definitely dive into more things like China and Taiwan and the current events that are happening now. So here's this video. Hopefully we can get it going here.
Everyone alive today in the industrial world have been conditioned to expect World War III. Conditioned through print media, pop culture, and ultimately a second world war. Today's serial propaganda keeps the human mind anticipating the inevitability of a third world war. And it now seems to be upon us. Former Soviet intelligence agent Yuri Bezmenov warned us nearly 40 years ago that America was under a sophisticated attack of communist subversion. Stage 1, demoralization, takes up to 20 years because its purpose is to demoralize an entire generation, creating an army of disenfranchised minions. An army who is then used for stage 2, destabilization. This only lasts 3 to 5 years, and is the precursor to stage 3, crisis, system failure. This is where we are now, at the precipice, awaiting the crisis, just as the CCP is poised to invade Taiwan. Taiwan was part of China for centuries, and when the communists came to power in 1949, destroying Chinese culture, millions fled to Taiwan to preserve it. In 1971, the UN's General Assembly admitted Communist China and expelled Taiwan, taking a clear stance against the people of China. Xi Jinping plans on uniting all of China under the CCP by any means necessary. And his time is running out. His power is being challenged within the party. The CCP regularly rehearses invading Taiwan and recently released a video of it. If America were to allow the CCP to invade Taiwan, then the message is clear. The U.S. cannot protect any nation from the CCP, and Communist China becomes the world's prevailing superpower. And if we defend the people of Taiwan, it will be World War III. And who decides how America reacts? Joe Biden? Because they are so dependent upon one another, a military conflict between the U.S. and China will be devastating to both economies. But it will give the international banking community the great reset they are all pushing for, which cannot exist in a world of national sovereignty. World War I and II created massive wealth for the big banking cartel, while millions perished. War with China gives the international banking community the opportunity to destroy America's culture of freedom and usher in a world of authoritarian dominance. For those of us who have awakened, it is obvious that this world war is between the people and their own governments, and the unawakened masses will obediently go along with whatever they are told. So the only hope that we have is the awakening of the people. There are far more of us than there are of them, and the only way to avoid World War III is for the people of the world to wake up. For Infowars.com, this is Greg Reese.
All right. That was Greg Reese for Infowars.com. It's a shocking video. It's shocking to think about. But when you look at all of this and everything that is happening, and at the beginning of the pandemic, COVID-19, WHO, and I played this on a previous podcast, and I don't know if I shared the video or not. Maybe I did. But anyway, there was a member from the WHO, World Health Organization, talking with a reporter, and they asked about Taiwan and their reaction to the pandemic. And the reporter cut them off because they did not want to mention Taiwan, because Taiwan for China does not exist, because China believes Taiwan is a part of them. And if you've been reading the news, you know that China has been running sorties over Taiwan. There are U.S. troops that have deployed to Taiwan. This is an important fact. And I'm going to talk about this in an upcoming episode because I think this is very important. Very, very, very important. This would be a spark to World War III. It's kind of crazy to think about, but what isn't out of the reach? What is not something? Yeah, I mean, if you're my age, I'm 44, but if you're close to my age, you understand that, you know, we had a little bit of time where everything was peaceful and we couldn't imagine the worst happening. But now, after 9/11 and everything that's went on since then, things have happened. So with that, That's our teaser for one of the coming episodes. I know there are some folks out in Huber Heights that want to do some podcast. We'll see about getting those folks on. But coming soon, we're going to talk about these issues. The big issue. I can just say this while we end this live broadcast. Be prepared. Stock up, be prepared. Understand that the world we live in is not the world we used to live in. All right, folks. Hope y'all have a good day, good week, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for sharing with a friend.